Smith, not far out now, a couple of days ago, press conference, you made it very clear that it was sort of Eddie that made this fight, and it had sort of no part with you. You obviously could have had Tim too, the other guys, but you know, you've got the domestic fight. I was speaking to Callum, it's a big crowd, you know, it'll bring out the best of you. You've got all those Scouse fans there. Sort of thoughts?
Yeah, obviously it's a big fight for the city. You only have to see the turnout for the press conferences. The weigh-in will be the same tomorrow, and you already know it's sold out on Saturday. So obviously it's had a big reaction in the city, and obviously it's a big fight between me and Anthony Fowler, both from the same city. So there's a lot of pride and a lot of bragging rights at stake.
I was with Callum and I was with you guys a couple of weeks ago. You seemed laser focused, laser confident then. That was more Callum's time. Now you feel the same vibe around you. You seem like you're in perfect shape. I saw a picture of you looking good. Do you feel great?
Yeah, I feel the way a fighter should feel. 2 days out from a fight, if I'm not ready now, I'll never be. So I feel good. I feel I've had a good camp and I'm in a good place. And obviously, I'm really looking forward to Saturday. You know, people maybe on their part are thinking I'm on the slide or got no desire, which I kept hearing today, which is crazy. But you know, I'm here to show on Saturday that they couldn't be any further from me to win.
You've said that you believe there's a massive level gap between you and Anthony Fowler. I imagine that you're saying now 2 days out that you'll be far too much for him.
Yeah, I think obviously once the fight settles down, you know, it's going to be hectic start, it'll be a busy start. Once the fight settles down, you know, the two fighters settle down, I feel I'm a better fighter. I think I'll show down on Saturday.
Just a final word from me. Obviously the guys at Blue Moon are now training Callum. He looked sensational 2 weeks ago on that jockeying card. Buddy McGirt told me that the power's going to come, he doesn't need to look for it, and that it did. Second round stoppage. Just thoughts on that for me?
Yeah, just obviously a big statement, knocking Castillo out. Obviously we thought we're first and foremost with Castillo, but you know, he's okay, so we have to look at it now. It's a great statement by Callum. He's done something that, you know, Beaver or Marcus Brown couldn't do, and he looked very good doing so. So onwards and upwards for Callum.
Liam, thank you for speaking to us.
Hi Liam, last time we spoke was in this room 6-7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anthony's talked about how good his sparring's been. How's camp been for you since then?
Yeah, it's very good. I've had good sparring. You know, I've sparred a number of fighters over the past 6-7 weeks. A couple of fighters on the bill also, you know, Conway, Troy. I've had good sparring myself, you know, but we can bang on about sparring all we want. It's what happens when you get in the ring under them lights.
Battle of Liverpool. Is it a grudge match, this one?
It depends what way you look at a grudge match. You know, it's a grudge match for me, as in like it's a must win for me, regardless. Whatever he tries to come with, you know, I'm going to answer to. So, you know, it's personal to me. Yeah.
And Joe was talking about calling bluffs and what have you. Can you just spell out exactly how the fight was offered and made?
I think Shane and Anthony were going on about fucking bluffs. It was nothing to do with them, it was to do with Eddie. Eddie done an interview and spoke about me and Fowler, and I bit at it. And I phoned my manager and said, phone Eddie and tell him to fucking make that Fowler fight. And he made it, so it wasn't really a bluff. I was thinking Eddie's mentioning me for Fowler, trying to build that, and like using my name. But like I say, I've got to give him his credit because he made the fight, so it wasn't a bluff. It's not to do with Fowler and Shane, it was aimed at Eddie.
And it's a massive night, isn't it?
It is, yeah, obviously it's a sold out crowd, so it's a massive night for us both.
Good luck, Liam.
Thank you.
What will it mean for you to be back in the M&S arena, fighting in there in front of your home city after, you know, a couple of years of that's not been able to happen?
Obviously, there's no place like home. You've seen the reaction, you've seen the turnouts, and you've seen it sold out on Saturday. So for the Liverpool crowd, being a Scouser myself, I feel there's no place like home. I've had good memories in this arena. I've had good backing off this city, and I fully intend on keeping that on Saturday night.
We heard from Anthony in the press conference that, you know, he feels he has more hunger than you. You know, what do you have to say to that?
Where are you getting that from? Social media? It's like hunger. I'm still here, you know, 12 years as a pro, still doing what we've always done. And you know, you talk about desire. I come from a family of 4 professional fighters. There's not much more desire coming from that house.
And you know, what does this fight mean for you and for your career, do you think?
It's just a must-win for me. It's a big bragging right in the city, and it puts me back to where I wanted to, you know, where I want to go. Obviously, I'm coming off the back of a loss, whether it was controversial or not. It's a loss on my record. 2 losses on my record on the bounce would kill me. So, you know, a win on Saturday will put me back on the track towards where I want to be.
And finally, for me, you mentioned in the press conference never losing to a domestic fighter. How important is that to you? That record?
Yeah, that's something I intend on keeping. I just feel, you know, I beat Fowler on Saturday, I'll probably never ever lose to a domestic fighter. And when I'm sitting on the couch at 40 years of age thinking, you know what, I turned pro, I had 30 odd, 30 something fights, I never lost to a Brit. I feel that'll be a good little, a good little bit piece of pride for myself. I only lost to Canelo, Munguia. So I just think that's something I want to keep.
Liam, you said obviously